Hello, welcome to another control stream. This is part 12. And in the last stream, I got the ability to control other things. So, hence the name of the game. I can hypnotize them or whatever. I gotta press X. I gotta remember to also use my shield. It's an ability I have now, and I sometimes just flat out forget to use it. But we are on more side quest missions. One of them is this. Yeah, it just showed up on the screen there. The mold things and the ritual division and the central research. We are now in parapsychology. We did look around in central research, but maybe we should go to the ritual division and hunt around there and see what's available there. So, because we got one in central research, and maybe ritual division is the next place to go. So, anyway, really having fun playing this game. This is a hell of a lot of fun. And then I'm also going to want to remember to go through all the maps, make sure that I have gone through everything before I go to, yeah, you can't move around on the map, but on the right there you see dimensional research. That's the big area. That's where I think we are eventually going to be headed. So we're going to want to go to ritual division. I did it again. Jesus Christ. So let's fast travel to ritual division. And let's see if we can find the mold there. I already poured myself some coffee, so I'm good there. Had a good stream this morning coding. Got some stuff done and was able to think of another little feature to add, so that's always good. So yeah, things are going good. Okay, obviously mold is this way, so follow the mold. Have we ever taken this elevator? I don't think we have. I'm not sure. I didn't follow my map in terms of where I went. It's definitely moldy down here, that's for sure. I think I saw this elevator before. I don't think I ever actually went down it. So, Carla, file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the Black Rock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future, however, as my analysis of this newly discovered Black Rock variant is reaching a critical point. I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you can provide. Excuse me. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious delivery. Regards, Specialist Starla Carla Vaughn, FBC. All right. Fuck off. I knew it was going to be. I just didn't know it was going to be right there. All right. That's one of them done. Wow, it really hurt me. Jesus. Ooh.
Embracing the erratic, an audio journey.
Yes.
This must be one of those sensory tank tapes.
I knew that was a side thing, and I know that when you do other missions that you sometimes run into things that you didn't intend to, but you do. What does this board say? Vacuum chamber. I wonder how correct all this math is. Like if it even makes remote sense, or somebody just pieced together a whole bunch of math symbols and said, hey, maybe. Or if they even tried. Okay, rituals. We're going to look at that in just a second here. 1:25 the clock stopped at. Whoops. All right. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing blank called rituals. The blank of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formula, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file blank for full report. I don't have OCD. I mean, I've never been diagnosed, but I don't have OCD. But, and it's always bugged me when people are like, oh, if you like to be neat or clean or tidy, that means you have OCD or you're being so OCD. It's like, no. I have to admit that I find if you have a bunch of books on the floor, that looks disorderly. If I put them in a pile and stick them to the side, it just looks better to me. It looks more organized. I used to have this problem, though, when I had an apartment in grad school. So I had an apartment, but in the summers I would actually live still with my parents because I would be working where my parents lived. And then I would come home, or I'd go back to the apartment on weekends, and then during school I would be at my apartment. And when I would leave on Sunday, sometimes I had this just real paranoid feeling that I did not lock my door because I wasn't going to be there all week. And it wasn't like Marquette was in a bad area. It's downtown Milwaukee, and the campus was generally safe at that time. Although if you traveled anywhere outside of it, it could start getting a little sketchy. But where my apartment was fine in it, and I don't know why. I don't know why I had such a paranoia. I mean, the only things that somebody could break in and steal were like glasses, plates. I had my computer at my parents' house, so that wasn't it. Maybe a couple books. It was like, wasn't that big of a deal. And yet I had this kind of paranoia around it. I don't know why. But it wasn't like obsessive compulsive, like I had to do it. You know what I mean? But like sometimes I'd walk out of the apartment, go to my car, and then I'd go back upstairs one time and check it again. And I was like, and I said to myself, this is ridiculous. Stop it. This is just, but people that, oh, great. People that have OCD are it becomes something that is not easily controllable at all. Yeah, I heard that. I don't think there's anybody here. So if you control them and there's nobody else, so is it like a timed control? And then once that goes down or they get damaged, then they just... Okay. I had to check a message. All right, so more mold to mull over. Any other M words I can come up with? That looks a little moldy, but that's probably just a plant. So we definitely saw some that way. Is there any in here? I mean, we're starting to get away from ritual division by doing this. So, like, I don't know how far the extent of the mold in a certain area goes. But yeah, I don't think that far. Definitely gotta look for signs of mold. I saw that there's a thing there. So it must be possible to get up there. Yes, it is. Any mold up here? Any moldy things? Doesn't look like it. I don't think you can really get up any higher either. Ooh, that's... Oh, is that where the elevator goes up and that's where you look? Okay, okay, now I get where that elevator was going. Now I get it. I like she does this little shimmy shuffle back and forth all the time. That's... Oh, hi. Ow. God, that helps out so much. So, like, how like, how far away do you go before you're not considered to be part of that area anymore? You know what I mean? Nothing in there. Well, oh, there's the bathroom. Moldy mold. All right, that's 2. Oh, look, right in the urinal, there's toilet paper and a coffee mug. Okay. I didn't think I saw that when it came up. I should watch the stream back later and see if it, like, manifested after I walked past it. And it makes me wonder if there's, like, another bathroom in the area, if that's where the mold is going to be. Oh, here we go. Here's the third one. All right. Where are you? I've been here before, but I just... And again, by being in a certain area, there may be... I don't think this is where I got the first one. I don't think. Maybe it's up there. Yep. Okay. Good to go. We can skedaddle and head to Central Research and try to find the other 2. And then we will have this side quest done. I call it a side quest. Side mission. Okay, so we want to go to Central Research, right? Yeah. Now that I can control things. Get it? Control. Oh, hi. Oh, he's dead. Damn it. I saw it coming and... Come on, get him. There you go. Ah, my little minions. Okay, so I was just basically on the other side of this. I know I got one here. I found one. Because it was up in one of these side areas. That just goes down to parapsychology. Neither one of these have any sign of mold in them. I mean, this one has a dead body, but that's not mold. It's going to get bad, but not mold. I don't think this... Yeah, that just goes down. And I think we went all the way up there. This is not moldy. Nor is this. So, Jason says. This is Central Research. I mean, there's mold over there, but I think we already got that. There was a mold thing in here before. And we were here before too. And yeah, there's mold. See, that's the thing. There was mold here, and there's mold here. We've already done this because a whole bunch of molds show up, but and it's probably going to trigger again because we've already been here. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because is it hiding? Usually if you get close to it, it would just start attacking you. And this is sealed off. And that's sealed off. So I'm like, well, there is mold there, but I thought we got it. And see, there's mold there too. And you can't move it. It's weird. It's like there's definitely mold in this area, but it doesn't seem to... We can't find it. Of course. And you've got a helper. Oh, and you've also got one of these. Shit. Maybe if I go in here, it'll despawn. Yeah, this isn't considered part of it. Definitely a titch confusing. I mean, I guess the pit is also considered part of the central research area, right? Of course. God damn it. See, there's also mold here. Maybe it's... Okay. There we go. Are you all going to come down here? Okay, so now we just got one little bit more to find. Still don't quite know what these do. I mean, I've been here before. So this has one, But the third one above, I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. Wait, is there mold over there? I think there is. Yes. Yes. Come here, you little shit.
I think that's the last one.
Nice.
I'll let Underhill know.
And if any of you spawn, you can go bite me. Let's go talk to the Underhill, the Underhill. And since, I mean, we could float down there, but we've got an elevator. We might as well waste energy. Again, don't trust anything. Okay. Hopefully he isn't seething with ravenous monsters right now. Nope, they're still... Well, you're here now. Is this dude always here?
Not funny, man.
I found the hosts. They won't be spreading any more mold.
Well done. I'll send burn teams to sanitize the locations. I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said. I suppose you could now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
All right.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. All right, we outie. And what is the quickest way to get to a teleportation area, so I don't have to deal with any of these putzes that spawn? Or we just will. Maybe if we go up these stairs, we can quick... Okay, wait. Where do we want to go next? Let's go look at our missions. Yeah. And that would be in the extrasensory lab. Okay. Is there... There is. That's right. It's over that way. Or no, that's the elevator. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to want to go to... Well, we got abilities. I really like this one. 10% to seize duration. Yeah, yeah. Seize an additional... Oh, that would be really, really good. That would be really, really good. But let's fast travel. We want to go over to the extrasensory lab. There's really no... That looks like the closest one. Sometimes I just get a little confused as to where to move to and Where to head off towards? I mean, I know I've been there before. Wait. I guess I never did this.
The hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions. Apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Totally missed that. Just walked right by it. Interesting. Right, this is the thing that we bottled long time ago. And no, we're not going to let it out. Although it'd be kind of interesting to see what would happen if you do. Extrasensory lab is down below. That's right. I know it's somewhere around. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Come on, fuck him up. You know, all you can just... I don't care about any of you. Just go away. I want to go to my extrasensory lab. Okay.
Embracing the erratic, an audio journey. What is this for?
Welcome to my guided imagery experience.
Wait, I hope this is the second one. Because I know I did...
Exercise 2.
Okay.
Embracing the erratic.
2.
私は徳井義美博士。私を信じて任せてください。
My name is Dr. Yoshimi Tokui. Trust my words. I'm here for you.
目を閉じて心を開いてください。想像してみてください。あなたは閑散とした浜辺にいます。
Now, close your eyes, open your mind, and find yourself on a deserted beach.
波が岩に打ち寄せ、カモメたちが旋回しながら近づいてきます。
The waves are crashing against the rocks, and the gulls are circling overhead, drawing ever closer.
カモメたちが怖いですか？ 大丈夫。彼らは危害を加えません。
Are you scared of birds? If so, please try not to be.
自動販売機があります。あなたは喉が渇いています。
Look, a vending machine. You must be thirsty.
さあ、渇きを潤しに行きましょう。
Let us go quench your thirst.
I gotta say this right now. There is a great picture of my mother-in-law. She passed away years ago, but she's on a beach, and there are these seagulls flying around. She's got this look on her face. It is it's such a great picture. I mean, she's a great person. It's just one of those pictures that you just catch at the right moment, and just the fear of birds.
あなたのお気に入りのソーダがあります。ボタンを押してみましょう。
They have your favorite soda.
Oh, they do.
You know the one. Press the button.
自動販売機が逃げていきます。追いかけてください。
The machine has run off with your favorite soda. Chase it.
さあ頑張って。あれはあなたが世界で一番好きな。
I can't sprint. I mean, I can't.
Fight for it. This is your favorite soda in the whole world.
人を殺してでも手に入れる。それくらい好きなはずです。急いで走ってください。
The soda you kill a man for.
Jeez.
Hurry, run. Soda.
ソーダが出てきました。やった。
The soda tumbles out. Victory.
あ、ちょっと待ってください。これは違う種類です。
But wait, it's not the right kind.
いや、このソーダを試してみましょう。
I guess you'll have to try something new.
きっと気に入るはずです。
Go on. You might like it.
美味しいですよね。新しいお気に入りができました。
How delicious. This is your new favorite soda.
新しいものに挑戦するときこそ人生の一番素敵な部分を発見できます。
When you try new things, you sometimes discover the best of life has to offer.
それがソーダのレッスンです。
That's a soda lesson for you.
今度は別の自意識に目を向けてみましょう。
Ah, another personal realization awaits.
走ってください。運動することは良いことです。
Hurry over. Run. Exercise is good for you.
What is this?
したいです。いつもだったらとてもびっくりしますよね。
It's a dead person. This would normally be quite an upsetting thing to find, yes?
心配しないで。あなたは安全です。
Do not worry. You are safe.
ちょっと死体に触ってみませんか。
Why don't you try touching the dead person?
面白いことが起きるかもしれません。
It could be interesting.
なんてことだ。死体がたくさん出てきました。どこから来たんでしょう。
Oh, merciful gods. Dozen of more corpses appeared. Where did they come from?
ひどい匂いです。恐ろしい。ここはもう今までの浜ではありません。
How is
Oh,
this?
the stench. The horror. This beach will never be the same.
なんで死体になんて触ったんですか。はあ、最悪の間違いを犯しましたね。
Why did you touch the dead
You
person?
told me
You made
to.
a grave mistake.
死体を隠して間違いを正してください。
Fix your mistake by hiding it.
死体を埋めて
お
腐敗した心をきれいにしてください。
Bury these bodies. Clean your mind of the rot.
You told me to touch these things or touch it or whatever. You freaking weirdo.
恐ろしい体験でしたね。でもまた一つ学びました。
That was scary, wasn't it? And yet, you learned another lesson.
怖いものには理由があります。
You're scared of some things for a reason.
本能に耳を傾けて世界は気まぐれで冷たいという事実を認めてください。
Listen to your instincts. Accept that the world is random and cold.
Why do I need a soda for that?
役に立つものです。
Fear is useful.
たくさんの学びがありました。良い学びも悪い学びも。
Lots of good lessons today. Some things are good, some are bad.
少しは人生の残酷さに対処できると思いません
Don't you
か。
feel more prepared for uncaring cruelty of life?
私は できるように
はい
なりました。
I know I do.
これでセラピーを終わります。
This concludes my guided imagery therapy.
あなたは徳井義美博士に認められました。これでこの荒れ狂う世界を探検できるはずです。
You are now approved by Dr. Yoshimi Tokui to explore this rotating rock we call Earth.
幸運を祈ります。歩みを止めず旅を続けてください。徳井義美でした。
Good luck, Star Wanderer. Stay actualized. And see you next time.
Yeah, I'm Jesse fucking Faden. You're the best, Dr. Yoshimi.
Jesse fucking Faden. I honestly do not understand that at all. Oh, we already did that. That's right. All right, so missions. Well, we've lowered it. I will try this again before I go back to Polaris. The token thing was that was kind of frustrating. Although now that I have the ability to control people, it might be easier. The sector elevator. And we don't have these two yet. I'm kind of curious about the sector elevator. What is that all about? Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with you. Just go away. Nobody likes you. Why would I do that? There should be a control point. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is where we are. Where do we want to go? Central Executive? Sure, we haven't been there in a while. The sector elevator. Now I just want to... I almost did it again. If I fast travel, there's executive, there's maintenance. These don't have any questions marks on them, I don't think. There's this, and there's containment, which we haven't gone up to that question mark area just yet, which we need to also do. But there's two actually. The turntable has another one. Wait. Dimensional research, that's the one with the camera. Yeah, anyway. I think there's 5 floors. Oh, do I have a new outfit? Ooh, wait. Ooh, candidate P7. Why don't I just look like, you know, I don't like any of these other... I guess that's okay, but she's got those things on her head. I don't like that. Yeah, I like that the best. Honestly, out of all of them, I like that the best. Okay, that's the boardroom. And I think that's where... What's her name is, right? Yeah. Is there any new stuff that's popped up around here? Any new papers, insights? She got anything new to say?
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the Hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different Hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Okay, so yeah, there was a new mission, and that's what probably the question mark area was there. Let's talk with.
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench? Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely Hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the Hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. That's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other Hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right? I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that. I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
I like the character. I just find her, you know, like when she did that area with the astral or the ashtray maze or whatever, and she finished it and she's like, that was awesome. And then when she does that guided imagery, she's like, yeah, I'm Jesse fucking Faden. I like the character. Okay, so investigate the sector elevator. That would mean this.
Best of luck.
Or we've already done that, so we don't need to do. Although,
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident.
I mean, we've already done that, right? And then there's the new mission. I just want to take a look at it. His corrupted Tomasi. Yeah, he's over in that question mark area. Okay.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there.
Wake!
Reaching for her. Trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
Is
I
that...
should check this out.
So there's 6 floors. 1, 2, 3. So there's been 4. There's... Okay, I think these 2 are the same. They just get you to different levels of the same floor. Well, let's go. Okay. It's like, holy shit, do you have to do this whole area in the dark? Oh, wow. We've got some more to do.
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Okay, there was... Oh, there's a hotline message too. Okay. Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Connor, Researcher Cruz, Agent Dempsey, Agent Malcolm, Agent Murray, Agent Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Wait, let's
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force at play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss, so it wasn't all bad.
see. He says Polaris.
A hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away, and made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation Sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
I still regret, and I've said this before in other streams I've done, I still regret that there's things that I don't have from when I grew up. And one of them was my parents had an antique typewriter. And I used to play with that when I was so young, and then I, would use it to type things up. And of course, trying to use it now would be almost not impossible, but the thing would actually come up and swing and hit the piece of paper. And that's why they make QWERTY, is to reduce the amount of chances that somebody who's a fast typist could make those stick together, because if they both came up at the same time, they would sometimes stick. So yeah, it was something I just wish I would have kept, but oh well. Can't keep everything, right? All right, so this area feels creepy. Oh, there's a, what's this? Tractor supplement. Okay, I can't see a goddamn thing, so. Resignation letter.
It's not working.
Hmm.
Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Staffing issue. There's a fire break that way too. Wow, this is easily turned into my top. This is easily turned into one of my top 5 games of all time. Easily. Tractor supplement. Burrow tractor. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Male Caucasian, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained from coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries head, lacerations left ear, cheek, blunt force injuries extremities, dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portion of the large and small intestines. Ugh. This sounds like a similar one I've heard before. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. In the resignation letter, 2019, to whom it may concern, it was with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank, loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed as agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, Kirkland. Oof. I still have a mechanical typewriter brought new in the early 70s. Yeah, and I've actually thought of getting a mechanical keyboard, but I'm so used to my sculpts, and I don't want to like go from one here and then go over there, because mechanical keyboards, I want them to be ergonomic. I don't like straight on. It's a wrist, thing, but I love just the mechanical clickety click 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 sound, So we have actually an antique sewing machine. It's over 100 years old, and we don't use it for anything, but it sits in our living room, and that is definitely an antique. We also have an antique desk. My grandma had it. That thing has got to be at least 50 years old, if probably older than that too. So I don't collect antiques or anything like that. I have a bunch of sports cards like baseball, basketball, football, and probably a lot of them are just junk, but I bet there's some diamonds in the rough where I've got them stored. So staffing issue, Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filling the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Emphasis on darkness in Alan Wake world. Okay. Yeah, the lobby that we first came into, I wonder if we can actually get back to that. I don't think we can, but that'd be fun to like go back to the beginning and see what it's like. So, all right. So, we've got a power outage. Anything over here? There's a power cell, for lack of a better term. More reading. Darling investigation. Casey inquiry. Like I remember watching War Games. I should watch that again now that I'm older. And just like the whole hacker thing with, all the modems and changing his grades and everything like that. I loved that as a kid. I don't know why, I just did. Darling investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D845 was launched in the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling. Head of Research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank contained there. One blank confirmed the blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Refer to that report. Okay. Case inquiry. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sound familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into. But what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. You know, there are other people that have my name, Jason Bach, and you look him up on YouTube, and one's like a doctor, and there's other people that do other things. There's a character actually written by, it's in a young adult book, and I found it because I looked up my name once and I saw that in the synopsis of the book, that was the name of the character. And it's called Godless. I forget the author's name, but he actually lives somewhere, at least lived around the Twin Cities area. And it's a book about how these teenagers, the main character is Jason Bach, basically as a joke, makes their the water reservoirs, those water towers that you see in towns, their god. To kind of prove a point that all gods are mythical and they're just based on, somebody basically saying it's a god, and then how that starts spinning out of control. And he was doing a book signing in the area, and so I got a copy of the book and I brought it to him. And I think I had mentioned to him online that, I found him because of my name having the same name. And I went to him and I said, can you autograph the book? By the way, I'm Jason Bach. And so he did this great autograph in the book. This is the one of the very, very few times I got somebody to autograph something. He drew out a picture, and because I live in a town called Shakopee, and he drew out the water tower Shakopee, and then he had a character on top of it going, I'm Jason Bach, and then another one on the bottom saying, no, I'm Jason Bach. And I was like, that is awesome. I said that was great. So I don't think I've actually read the book. Did I? I got to look now. I don't know if I actually ever read the book. I think I did. And I think it was, I was like, yeah, it's a good, decent book. So, but yeah, anyway, with that excursion, Cauldron Lake update. Man, there's a lot of lore over here. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems was the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Estevez. I mean, there's so much... Ooh. Is this one of those... Oh, God. Well, duty calls... Let's grab everything here. I mean, I know I don't probably have to do it, but I want to do these. It's been a while since we've had a report like that. Okay, so where do we want to go? Wait, let's... Yeah, I know we got a lot of lore to read. So parapsychology. Okay. I think parapsychology is the research sector, if I remember right. We'll definitely come back. Yes, it is. So where is the quickest way to the right and then the right? Because there's a thing in there. And then we can just skedaddle over. Or I'm going completely the wrong way. And, well, wait, did that actually? No, double way. That's definitely not going right. I can see where this map is actually a little bit helpful. Well, I would want to get over into the ritual division, but I can't. Because that shit's in the way. Okay, so then what's the... Oh, there's... You know what? I don't care. Go ahead, do your shit. I don't care. We're going to go over here. There's got to be... There's one... Where is a dimensional... Parapsychology is on first floor, okay. I mean, we got 17 minutes. We're not rushing, but... Oh, that's right, this area. Wait, how do we get... Whatever. Not going to question. Okay, we're here. Come on, come on. Okay, there's a ball somewhere. Where's the ball? It's not up around here. Where the hell is it? No, I don't want to shoot you. He's getting torn up, man. Where are you throwing? Look at this guy. Oh, I could have. God, I love that ability. it's not secure yet because I... Still not secure. It's not here. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I see you. Come on. Fuck you. Love that. Oh, it's got one of these floor things. Where's the ball of death? Or the ball of healing, or whatever you call it. Where the hell are you all? You're a toughie. Oh, you. Fuck you. Okay. I think we finished that, right? But we definitely want to go back up the elevator into that area. Okay. Did somebody sneeze? Let's go to... I think the easiest way to do it would be Central Executive.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. Come on. Here you go. All right, let's read some of our stuff that we got. Director investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank is anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file for full report. Summary. Dr. Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civil behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to that for full report. Trench, official warning. Kirkland, and I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Trench. Well, interesting. Okay, I don't think we looked over here, but we can't. I guess we could. Move some shit out of the way. There wasn't anything over. No, it's over here. Okay. Another report. Keystone inspection. Aha. Okay. Another report. Ethics investigation. Well, some shit was going on. Tractor procedures. Well, we definitely see a control point thing over there, but we got to be able to get to it. There is... Not that. We want...
Now that gate should open.
So, more reading. Ethics investigation. Per authorization for Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Program blank. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in breach of the ASH Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. This investigation team unequivocally blank the prime candidate program and recommends that it be blank immediately. Terminated? Tractor procedures. Item is not in Bureau custody. None known. Description: a Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dry blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Bureau Farms outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow, only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AW. Like you asked, I am sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just the adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it were an AW, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Keenum. I love lore. I love what they put in this story. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you in advance. If you've already subscribed, thank you for doing that. All right, so now we can open this. And we can get more lore. All right, so now we can just fast travel here, which is nice. Let's look at that lore and read it. Specimen Escape Assessment. The purpose of Internal Investigation X-397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1. The air filters were changed, and 2. An hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See that interview. Given their connection to the same AW case, it is likely that Mrs. Blank's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the blank. Investigation is ongoing. Refer to that file for full report. Okay.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Huh. I can't get past that. I can get in here. Oh, I can just open the door. Well, you know, blessed organization. This group individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Bless Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. Refer to that file for a full report. Okay, well, I guess we're going to the hotel.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who are you?
Sorry. Looked like him for a second. Or Jared Leto?
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Night spirits. Stereotype that authors need to drink. Always like scotch neat.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been writing. Found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Break the
Now,
glass.
come on. You misunderstand me.
Rude. I haven't played the Alan Wake games.
Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
Explore the investigation sector.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Interesting, it's nighttime here now. It's always been like during the day when we've come here before, and now it's at night. Interesting. All right, well. Ooh, do I finally get some chips? Oh, wait. Okay, we can't do that. We could do that. Is the bell not going to work again? Interesting. Okay, all the doors are open. Okay, so the TV is on, the TV is off. This isn't even open. Or are they supposed to be on? Well, we can't turn that on. And we couldn't turn that on either. Oh. Oh, Okay. These puzzles in this hotel have never been insanely difficult.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
I guess that means we've got multimedia, hotline.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another?
The dude's got to learn how to type.
Darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Yeah, I think I was saying I've never played the Alan Wake games. I'm kind of starting to think maybe I should put them on my list. I know it's a different vibe than these games, but what the heck? Oh, that's just the okay. And I don't know. I think it would be interesting to play them. 1, 2, 3. All right. Nice. We get past the fire break, except he looks broken. Oh, and you're over there. Okay, so I think, yeah, we want to hop and hop. Okay, let me just go back here quick. And, actually, let me check something here. Why have I never... Huh, whatever. So I'm guessing we gotta fly. And we probably want to do it in a way that prevents us by getting hit by that thing. 'Cause it seems like it's just going back and forth across that. And neither one of those goes to anything we want to. So to make any progress, we're going to have to go this way. Looks like we're going to make it. Oh, look, yellow paint. Oh, look, blood. Oh, look, a body. Well, that ain't good.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Only one way to find out. There's something about having everything tactile. I've actually heard that in cars now, they're going to start to get away from, like in the last 5 to 10 years, it's moved towards having more things just like touch screen, and they have bigger screens on a car, which, quite frankly, the older I get, the less dials and buttons and switches I want to have in a car to distract me. But they're actually trying to get away from that because it's easier for somebody, if they do need to touch something, to have that tactile physical thing in place rather than just a screen where you hope you're touching the right buttons. And I always thought that was the right approach. I don't know why car manufacturers decided to go that route. It felt... There's a lot of things that have happened in car manufacturing over the last 10 years, 15 years that I've started to question. But, you know, whatever. Oh, toilets. Got it. Ooh. Nice. Shaded facet. Wait, we didn't... Did we knock down the toilet paper? No. Oh, what the hell? Oh, whatever. What? The hell?
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Abandoned offices. I don't know. I don't get what any of this is. What the shit? That is weird. Oh, there's another... Oh, too much of that. Okay. Here we go. I was waiting for that to happen. Oh, God. There was somebody behind me, wasn't there? Yeah, fuck him up. Oh, come on, really? God, I love this controllability. Come on, let me... Oh, fine. You can...
Of course, the hiss are already in here.
Okay. That ability is just so fucking cool. Foot gossip. Hey, this is not a Tarantino game, is it? We'll have none of that. Alright, time to explore a little bit. We'll see if there's any more lore around here, and then I'll read a little bit. A very, very bright light. Hiss nodes. What? Go to Central Research. Ah, god damn it. Fine. There's a point over here we can easily just come back. So where is that? Central Research. All right. Come on, let me control you. I guess that's considered one. It's another one. And another one. Oh, he's just trying to be my friend. There's another one. Probably two more would be my guess. Oh yeah, looks like there's a red. Okay. Oh, down there. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Oh, fuck off. Why are you looking up? There's more. Okay, where's... Trying to remember where's the quickest point out of here. What is this shaded facet? Confiscated motive. Let's go back into that. I know it said I'm done with that area now, but where is the goddamn quickest? Out of all the areas in this game, this is probably the one I don't like. Because shit spawns. And then I get really confused as to what's going where. Here we go. Abandoned offices. Okay. Play for a little bit more time. I wonder if they're going to spawn back in. Not yet. All right, so we did this room because it had the bright light. We can't get in there? Oh, there's got to be a way to get in there. Really? I can see there's something there. There's got to be a way to... get in there. Really? No other way, huh? That's odd. Hartman arrest. Unless there's like a vent I can go up and in or something. Doesn't look like it. Huh.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Thank you for that astute observation. So there's a service tunnel. Goes that way. All right, let's do some reading real quick. Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman. Victims' names. Alan. Wait. Whoa. What? Tor Anderson, Odin Anderson, Rudolph Lane, Wendy DeSole, Thomas Emerson. Officer names. Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges: kidnapping of altered individuals, sanctions against altered organizations, obstruction of Bureau investigation, breaching of the Ash Act. Additional notes: offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing law investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except the Anderson brothers, due to their senility and wake, possibly deceased. Possibly. Foot gossip. Hello. My feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Okay, Tarantino. Oh, there's an invisible wall I could never get past. I somehow can't even get in there. Oh my goodness. Fine. Okay, so we can't go that way. We got to go through the service tunnel. Still bothers me. There's got to be a way to get through this, right? You'd think. Because there's that. I mean, it's just that. There might be some lore in there, but... oh, well, whatever. Aim a powerful light at the darkness to destroy
This
it.
darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Okay. Good to know. What's in here? Maybe that's why they have all the lights here. Hmm. Is there any way to put something down if you're holding it without having to toss it? Like, is there a cancel? No, it doesn't. Doesn't seem like it. Because it'd be nice to be able to carry a light around. I feel like that might be. Oh, look, yellow paint. Okay, good. Well, we should be able to get into those things now, right? Thank you. I may be doing something out of order, but we're doing it anyway because we're here. Oh, look, more mud. Is that all of it? I think so. I don't think I missed anything else. These aren't the little growths. And I don't see anything else up here. All right, well, whatever. I mean, I don't know if that was good or bad, but we did it, so. All right, a service tunnel. Yes, one button allows you to softly drop items. And forward, backwards, sprint, shoot, melee, launch. Huh. Don't know what it is. None of these are... are striking me as something that I could do, but... Okay, we're in operations corridor. Like if I pick this up. Oh, X. Is that okay? Wait, let's get out of this area. X. X is what it is. Okay. Because it would be nice to like just carry this around. I feel like that's going to be needed in this area. Yeah, that's where we were trying to get through, is there. Do you need some light, plant? You look like you need some light. Because we all need some light now. Transatlantic. Great band. Whoa.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing is a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Okay, so that's No, wait, that's this.
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster. He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
Okay. I have the feeling... What was that? Anyway, I have the feeling that this is probably a good place to stop for now. We have a checkpoint. What was it? Just right over here, right? Or fast travel ability. So I think here I'm going to stop. First of all, again, thanks everybody to stop by. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you have, appreciate you for doing it. I might do a stream tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a random code stream in the morning. No stream in the afternoon tomorrow, but maybe one tomorrow night. Probably one tomorrow night. And then Monday I have off because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I may do a random code stream in the morning, but no likelihood I'm going to do an extra stream in the afternoon at least. So that's going to be the upcoming schedule for now. But for now, I am going to stop the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.